Hi, I'm Nate Moore. This is Excel video 141, and what we're going to do today is some basic functions. If you remember, we're in this Formulas tab. We're going to start with some functions up here. And what do we have? We have 2010 collections for our 5 physicians by month, and what we're looking for is just some basic things. What's the total amount of collections for 2010? What's the average month? What's the high month, the low month? And how many months are we counting? And we can get all those functions off of this auto sum. So when I click the sum, Excel goes out and it looks and says, hey, you know what? I don't see any numbers to the left, but I do see a bunch of numbers above. Do you want me to just sum all those numbers for you? And you can hit return. When you do, notice when Excel did it, it left that blank row in there. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll get rid of the blank row so that I don't need the space. Other times you can always come back and edit the formula by doing this. Or another way, if you undo to edit the formula, is to come back. If I do F2, then and the cursor cooperates with me. See how it turns into those kind of diagonal, that diagonal line with the 2 arrows. Then I can fix my formula that way too. So I have a total. Let me show you how average is easy as well. We'll just click from this list and do average, and then we'll drag down and show the data we want, and we're done. I happen to know that the formula for high is max, so you can also type it in. If you do MAX, and notice over here on the screen it'll start to show you every formula that starts with MAX, and I want that max one, so I'm going to do a parenthesis. All of the Excel functions are going to be the name of the function, a parenthesis, and then whatever information goes in between and in parenthesis, and we've got it. We could come back and do this one this way again. We'll go back to the drop down. We'll pick min off the list and give it this correct data. Min was trying to do these dates because it saw, or numbers because it saw some numbers above, and no, I don't want that, I want this. We'll hit return there, and then we'll do count numbers. So we'll count those, and that's just the count function there. And that fast, I have exactly what I need. And the reason you do this is now when I need Dr. A, Dr. R, Dr. C, Dr. H, I'm not going to go back over here and do the sum thing again. All I'm going to do is that. We've got to make this just a touch wider. So I can see Dr. H did the most because he's just over 1 million, and Dr. R did the least. I can compare their average month, their high, their low, and obviously they all have 12 months. The trick, the shortcut I want to show you is, let's just pick on Dr. A for a minute. If I highlight this range, notice what I've got down here. I've got all this information already calculated down here in the bottom. There's my average. You can see my sum, my max, my min. They're all calculated in here, and that can be very handy. If you don't want to go to all the trouble to do these formulas, I just need to know, hey, just tell me quick, what's the average for Dr. C? I can do that without writing a formula by coming down here. The way to get these values to show up in the bottom is to right-click down here, and see all these things I've got checked. You can put the average down there, and it'll show you this as you go. For the cells you selected, it'll show you the count, the min, the max, the sum. I just checked all these boxes so that they show up in my toolbar at the bottom there, and then anytime I need quick data, it'll do it for me. That's what I wanted to show you this time. Stay tuned. Next time we'll get into some of these financial functions. Thanks for watching.